Hello everyone, I want to take this opportunity to introduce you to one of my favorite online virtual science and math labs, Explore Learning. In this lesson, I will take you through how to get a free trial as well as some of the main features and how to use them. This interface has been extremely helpful in my own teaching, especially for students who are not in a traditional classroom setting. I hope it proves useful for you as well. The first thing I want to take you guys through is just how to get to the website and how to log in and get your free trial. I've already set up and got myself to the page here. It's www.explorelearning.com. Up here in the top corner, you'll see where you get to your free trial. Click on your free trial, and what you end up getting is just a place that's going to ask you for your email address. Once you have your email address in there, it'll shoot you a password, and you get 30 days for free and with full features, and it's pretty useful for that. I've already got my trial set up. I've been using this actually for years, so I'll go ahead and log in here. And here we go. While it's loading up here, I'm not going to take you through the specific management features quite yet. Before I do, I want to show you exactly what you get with this. So I'm going to start off right with the fun stuff to browse some gizmos. You can set them and browse by academic standard by states, and you can see the states listed here, as well as Common Core and Next Gen Science. You can do it by grade and topic, which is typically what I use, and since I teach chemistry, we'll fly on down here to the 9 through 12 chemistry. It breaks them up into these little categories here for you. Something such as simple as measurement and lab skills. This is one of the first labs that I do with my students, even in the brick and mortar classroom. It is a measuring lab that we use. So I'll scroll down here and find the lab on triple beam balance. From this page, just from a quick management standpoint, you can add it to any specific class. I'll show you how to set up classes a little bit, as well as find your lesson info, and you can launch your gizmo. The gizmos are the interactive interfaces that you're going to get to use to be able to interact and work specifically with the equipment. So I'll show you exactly what that looks like. Now my plugin's out of date, so I'm going to run it anyway. Make sure you have Shockwave player and Flash player available. You can manipulate anything within these things. The little gizmos, it shows you where you can read. You can slide the sliders. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Every single lab has certain sets of features and things that you can move. So that's the gizmo itself. In the lesson info tab, whether you click it on the previous page or right here, what you end up getting is a ton of information that is really helpful as a teacher. The first thing I usually look at is the student exploration guide, and I'll click on a PDF version here for you real quick. This is a guide that will walk, it's a kind of a pre-made lab that will walk students through specific parts of the lab. It will highlight key vocabulary. It starts off, it's semi-inquiry based, starting off with prior knowledge and working the kids through specific features that they will be able to use, teaching them how to use the gizmo, and then it gets on to the activities. You'll notice it does ask for some longer open-ended questions. It's not simply a read it and drop in numbers, even with something as simple as measurement. Most of these gizmos have multiple activities, somewhere between 1 and 3. This one is a short one just because it's simple in measurement and it only has 1. But you can see there it's pretty simple to use. I often will send these to the kids in a Google Drive document or something like that and allow them to either type it in or they'll print them out and often work through these and turn these in as a virtual lab. But those are available for pretty much every single lab, math or science, on here. You also can get a teacher guide, vocabulary sheet. The teacher guides come in pre-filled out for you with the answers that they would have and how to use the gizmos, follow-up activities. It gives you basically a lesson plan that you would be able to use and you'll be able to get to, the answer keys are for subscribers, sorry. So you'll be able to get to those as well. As you can see then, there's an awful lot of information and things that are available. I'll go back up here to browse just to show you a couple of different options that you have. Awful lot of science and math stuff. Basically any kind of normal, regular topic, core type topics that you would be teaching, they are available on here. Physics is one of the more popular ones that I've used on here as well. Not only do you get to have the gizmo information and the Explore Learning Lab's own web setups for your lesson plans, you also get options to interact with other teachers throughout a community. If I click on some of these labs here, what you will find is that you're going to have some other options as well provided by other teachers. You can download or upload your own specific lesson plans to these lessons here. Let me show you here where you can find that. Down here, you'll see user lesson materials, and it'll give you information whether it's for system science, how they've used this specific gizmo, or maybe for even obviously for French for this one. And they'll be able to interact with other people who are using this and use their information that they have. So it's a pretty nice feature. Now, as far as from a teacher side of things, if you go to your homepage, and this is the page that typically will pop up, you get a lot of information. Over here on the right-hand corner is going to tell you everything about yourself. You can see the information that I provided for them. You can set this page up to do pretty much anything that you want. It gives you a lot of your help pages and things like that. What you're going to want to be able to do is go to your class, and I set up one lab in a specific class. You can name that class. You can manage the lists of the gizmos that show up there. You can have them timed to show up at different times for the students, and you can share class information through the roster. Now I just put in a couple dummy students, and you get room for 35 students in each class. And you can set up a number of classes with this options. When the students log in, what they would actually see is something very similar to this page, and their lessons for that day can pop right up here, and they would click on their lesson info. They would be able to download the PDF or the Word version, and they will not have this information right here, though. They won't have the answer keys or the teacher guides or anything like that. They'll just have the student exploration guide and vocabulary sheets. So that's pretty useful for being able to share that information as well. Up in the right-hand corner, you'll see the class code. This is what you would share with students if you did not want to create your own students, which you may do. You may create, like I did, your own students right here. You could share the class code, and all they would do is sign up with their email and put in the class code. It would automatically enroll them right into your stuff. So this has got a lot of useful information for you. It's very widely used. If you want to get a subscription to it, it's fairly expensive. I think it was something like $2,700 for our high school to have, and that would be unlimited, pretty much everything. That opens it up for everything. So real nice interface, very easy to use gizmos with the information that comes with it. It's real nice to have to be able to hand to a student. I've also been able to use it for subs and things like that. So hopefully this is pretty useful for you, something maybe you want to take a look at and use. Very, very helpful website, and get you a lot of material there for you. So hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I hope that it was useful to you, and hope you guys have a good evening.